This past Monday, after evening prayers at North London's Central Mosque in Finsbury Park, a man collapsed at a bus stop. People leaving the mosque saw this and were lending aid to the man when David Osborne, deliberately and with the intention to kill as many as possible, drove a van into them. People rendering aid to a fallen man were the target of this terrorist act. This man in his van, this monumental cock, this fucking ingrown hair on the nutsack of society, he's entirely to blame for his actions. He alone owns what he did on Monday. The irrationality of his hatred, however, is different. That came from somewhere. 47 is very old to all of a sudden just fucking snap. Luckily, we can see from the response to his actions where that hatred grew. Where that hatred was allowed to fester and turn into something that inspired a man to mow down people rendering aid to a sick person on a street. These pictures that have been and will be flashing up next to me throughout this whole video are just a small snapshot into that response. Equivocation, excuse-making, denial of facts, messages of support and fundraising for the terrorist, and quite a few threats to carry out similar actions, or calls for others to do the same. This isn't just a few comments on a link to a story about what happened on Monday night. This is entire comment sections on pages that usually heavily regulate for posts and replies and comments that they disagree with. Entire comment sections seemingly devoted to supporting this terrorist and his actions. But what's the point of this video? Why make this video? Why give light to these fucking abhorrent comments? Juxtaposition. Earlier this year, we were shown exactly where Australians think the line of decency is. A post almost immediately taken down and apologised for still ended up with petitions and an entire week of outrage in the media. And the eventual cancellation of a show that was definitely not sacking someone to appease those that control those that hold the purse strings. Definitely not that. But it was a clear line. A line that if these posts have not crossed it, is surely once again completely meaningless. Which is why I am not censoring a fucking thing. The pictures, the words, everything is there for you to see. Every single ugly pixel. This is already a national shame. How it is not a national outrage is beyond me. This kind of response. I've always been a strong supporter of the absolute freedom of speech. But these people use that freedom to not only abuse others, but the very right that they're reliant upon to spew forth their abhorrent views. In just 7 seconds, Darren Osborne changed the lives of 10 people and their families. In just 7 seconds, he went from someone who simply exercises his right to speak freely to someone who, despite our best efforts, will never be forgotten. It took Darren Osborne just 7 seconds to turn from any one of these people into a terrorist. "7 seconds. See ya."